Okay, Baruch Hashem, we begin once again another 5 minutes of Bitachon. We're middle of learning the third chapter here in the Beis Halevi. We're up to page 5 in this incredible art school edition. And today the Beis Halevi begins by learning out from the Pesukim in Kitzetzei. The Pesukim say that when Challah Yisrael goes to war, V'risa sus v'rechev loi sira mehem. You cannot be afraid of them. Says the Beis Halevi, the Rambam counts this pasuk, lo yisira mehem, as a mitzvahs lo yisaseh, a commandment that one is not allowed to be fearful. On the bottom over here, note number 8, they point out that in as much as the Rambam is learning that this is a specific commandment to those in battle, if we look in the back, there's an appendix on page 95 in which they quote the Psukim. The Rabbeinu Yoina learns that this isn't a commandment only to those in battle. This is a commandment to everyone. Loi sira mehem. We're not allowed to be afraid. Continues the Beis Halevi by writing that one who is fearful in war, hayari b'milchama, transgresses this negative commandment. What would happen? They would send you away from the battle. Go back home. Why? As we turn over to page number 6, because if you're afraid, yachol liyos nilkad, you could be captured. Chalila avarzeh. Says the Beis Halevi, continuing this theme that fear creates more issues. Fear doesn't only show that you're not believing in Hashem, but fear could create the problem itself. Says the Beis Halevi, one goes to battle, if he's afraid, what could happen? He could become captured because he's afraid. And he says an incredible line, Melchamtam shel Yisrael, lo yaisa bigvuram, rak bibitchainam. How do we win wars? Not with might, with bitachon. This incredible lesson that fear does not only cause us, headspace of an issue, doesn't only cause us that we can't live normally and we're anxious, but rather the fear itself could cause much larger problems. In footnote number 9, he quotes something fascinating. He quotes a Maral that says that when Challah Yisrael used to go to battle, they would recite different psukim of Emunah and Bitachon. Why? Because that's how you won the battle. You have to have your gun, you have to have your armor, you got to be ready to fight. But they would recite psukim of Bitachon, because the more that they were not afraid, the greater they would fear in battle. So this is this incredible idea of this third chapter, that fear causes issues. As we saw yesterday, that log lying across the ground, if it's on flat ground, we all just walk right across it. When that very same log, a wide log, not so narrow, easy to walk across, but when it's ascended in the air, when it's above a raging river, now it's impossible to walk across. Because when one is afraid, then he has the issues. And of course, what comes to counteract this fear? That is the bitachon. And we'll end today with this incredible mashal, which he says is a story in note E on page 6. The Rabbi Yehuda Adas says that during one of those wars in Israel, a bomb struck a gas line in a crowded neighborhood, causing a fire. A fire, crowded neighborhood, sounds quite catastrophic. But then another bomb came, struck a water pipe, causing the fire to go out, and everyone was saved. Rav Adas remarked, after that first bomb, it seemed terrible. People were afraid. What did people do at that moment? What did Hashem want at that moment? Hashem created a fear to do what? So that we turn to Him, so that we have bitachon in Him, so that we daven, so that we increase our levels of bitachon. And then that second bomb could come, and then it could cause the water to put out the fire. We're seeing here how lack of bitachon, fear, not only hurts us emotionally, but could cause physical and real problems. On the flip side, living with bitachon, living with Hashem, could cause that the whole purpose of the fear was to turn to Him and thereby save us. The more we work on our bitachon, the more we'll realize that not only is it this a little bit better, but it's a chayva, it's a mitzvah, it's an obligation. It will hopefully allow us to lead more productive lives as we learn further, but also to not have larger issues that are caused by the fear.